A pleasant morning to all the young and vibrant Venezuelanos who are here with us today. Before we start with our lesson, let us try to answer some of the questions that you have sparked during our previous discussion on personal relationships. A question from Ken Lester Labrica of Karohatan Senior School. What if a relationship got rusty and ended up on separation? What should we do? Ken Lester, bear in mind that relationships are dynamic, meaning they tend to change over time. As your relationship moves forward, you either grow together or grow apart. If your separation is not mutual, meaning only one of you decided to end the relationship, you may always talk to your partner and try to make up for your mistakes and shortcomings, if any. Also, you may try to rekindle the relationship. Sometimes, all it takes is for the both of you to remember why you are in a relationship in the first place. But if the decision to break up is mutual, it is for the best interest of both of you to move on and move forward with your lives. Another question from Kyla Michelle Resurrection of Karohatan Senior High School. Is it okay to cut your relationship if it becomes toxic? For example, if it is with a family member? Kyla, toxic relationships of any kind should never be tolerated. Staying in toxic relationships may negatively affect your physical and mental health. Sometimes, you have to sacrifice your relationship with someone for the sake of your mental health. Or you may also ask yourself, what makes the relationship toxic? Can you do something about it? Always bear in mind that every situation is different. You can always talk to your guidance counselor or a mental health professional to guide you with this kind of situation. I hope that you learned a lot from our last discussion on the three kinds of relationships, and the steps on how you can improve your personal relationship. Today, we will discuss another interesting topic about group leadership and followership. On this lesson, you are expected to distinguish the various roles of different individuals in society and how they can influence people through their leadership or followership. Let us start our lesson with a short activity. I will be reading several statements, and all you have to do is decide whether you agree or disagree on a certain statement. Write your answer on a piece of paper. Are you ready? Let's begin. Statement number one. I feel proud and satisfied when I influence others to do things my way. Do you agree or disagree? Write it down. Statement number two. I have a history of becoming an officer or captain in clubs and organizational sports. Agree or disagree? Write your answer. Statement number three. In groups, I always show consideration for the feelings and needs of others. Agree or disagree? Number four. In groups, I always structure activities and assignments to help the job get done. Agree or disagree? And statement number five, groups, I shift between being supportive of others' needs and pushing tasks accomplishment. Agree or disagree? Statements number 1 and 2 are about leadership readiness. If you agree on this statement, you are likely to enjoy being a leader. If you disagree, you are likely to be more interested in personal achievement. If you agree on just one statement and disagree on the other, your leadership potential could go either direction, depending on events. Statements number 3 and 4 are about leadership style. These statements will determine if you prefer task oriented or relationship oriented style. If you agree on statement number 3, then you prefer a relationship oriented leadership style. On the other hand, if you agree on statement number 4, then you prefer a task oriented leadership style. Statement number 5 is about your leadership style adaptability. If you agree on this statement, it suggests that you adapt to circumstances as you see. According to Benjamin B. Wallman, his book entitled Adolescence, Biological and Psychological Perspective, adolescents often claim that their groups do not have a leader, but quite often, their groups are referred to by the name of one of its members, who usually is a leader. The leader is usually more socially mobile than the followers and consequently better. The leader is usually a coordinating and integrating figure in the social structure of the group. The leader is usually endowed with organizational skills required for the coordination of the group activities, as well as with personality traits, allowing him or her to mix freely with outsiders and maintain friendly relations within the group. In many instances, the leader guides the social behavior of the members of the group. Let us discuss the concept of group leadership. Group leadership is defined as the process of providing focus and direction to a specific group of people. This kind of relationship includes facilitation and guidance of the people in the group. The concept involves the leader being liable for the consequences of the works of the group he or she is leading. A leader was often typecast as someone who is the head of a group by virtue of having a great strength and wisdom, or may have inherited a position of power, even if strength and wisdom were not part of this person's virtues. Chester Bernard defined leadership as the ability of a person in a position of authority to influence others to behave in such a manner that goals are achieved. Let us discuss the roles of a leader. Some roles of the leader are to guide, inspire, motivate, and boost the morale of his followers towards a particular goal. Leaders also analyze problems and difficulties, think of solutions, and get things done. They also provide a definite plan for the group, builds concepts, and set vision. Let us move on to the theories of leadership. There are several existing theories of leadership. The first one is trait theory. This theory defines leadership based on certain personality traits, which are generally suited for all leaders, such as decisiveness, persistence, high level of self-confidence, and assertiveness, among others. The second one is the behavioral theory. This theory presupposes that leadership is a learned behavior and that leaders are defined according to a certain type of behavior that they exhibit. The third one is participative theory, opposite of an autocratic leader. The participative leader involves other people to make common decisions. Number four is situational theory. This theory assumes that there is no one style of leadership and that leadership behavior is based on the factors present in a situation and usually takes into consideration how the followers behave. The fifth theory is transactional theory. This theory states that relationship involves a transaction or negotiation of resources or position and usually employs a reward and punishment. The last one is called transformational theory. Transformational theory involves a vision, which a leader uses to rally support from followers. And the role of the leader is in motivating others to support the vision and make it happen. Now, let us proceed to the concept of followership. Followership is the function of the members in a group or organization and regarded as the counterpart of leadership. In many discussions, most of the emphasis has been given to leadership or being a leader in a group organization. The importance of followership has not given enough value. Yet, the success of a group or an organization also depends upon its followers. Each and every member plays a vital role in the organization. Success is the product of the combined efforts of the members or followers and the leaders. Some of the roles of the followers are to take orders from the leaders and work hand in hand with them for the achievement of goals. Followers do their part for the success of the group. Responsible followership involves supporting the leader, especially in the implementation of rules and regulations. Let us have a review on what we have discussed in this lesson. Group leadership is defined as the process of providing focus and direction to a specific group of people. This kind of leadership includes facilitation and guidance of the people in the group. Some roles of the leaders are to guide, inspire, motivate, and boost the morale of his followers towards a particular goal. Leaders also analyze problems and difficulties. They think of solutions and get things done. They also provide a definite plan for the group, build concepts, and set vision. There are several existing theories of leadership: trait, behavioral, participative, situational, transactional, and transformational. Followership is the function of the members in a group or organization and regarded as the counterpart of leadership. At this point, my dear Valenzuelanos, you may park your questions on the comment section below. But take note, your questions will be answered on our next session. That's it for today's discussion. Do not forget to answer the activities on your learning pocket. If you have other questions, you may ask your personal development teacher during your follow-up session. Stay at home and stay safe. Bye!